place at purerock96.com.
.622, Gamble, Finn, and the Sister on this terrible Tuesday, the first one of the new year. White Death is upon us, so if you are driving out there, please exercise caution. Please be aware that bridges and overpasses freeze.
Are perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Go as fast
could
as you
be
can over them.
Very
Some
icy
asses.
and slick, and sometimes on and off ramps.
You
the
know
same
what, though?
thing.
I have another suggestion for you. If you don't have any extra
What's
cat
that?
litter, you know what you should weight your car down with?
What?
Hope and dreams. No, flour, bottled water. Just run over to the Kroger here during the break and
Milk.
beat everybody to the punch.
Milk. Oh, I went there
Everybody's
yesterday.
going to go make muffins during the snow.
I went there yesterday after work, and I'm telling you, I
know.
wanted to get some English muffins, and those were gone. I'm like, seriously?
Well, you
there
never
was no bread.
Now, Ralph, I'm going to start the news off with this, and you know me, I will give you credit where credit is due. I'll start this, and then you finish it,
All
okay?
right.
The American Civil Liberties Union is calling enhanced screening for travelers
Get outta
from
here.
specified nations
You don't say.
Unconstitutional,
Well,
even
you're
though
close.
they don't have any.
a quote pretext for racial profiling.
Profiling.
Well, it's
There
good.
we
the
go.
The American Civil Liberties Union is worried about Nigerians.
Yeah.
An ACLU spokesperson says the new TSA guidelines are, quote, ineffective, unconstitutional, and violates American values. 13 of the 14 nations on the list are either Muslim or majority Muslim nations. Now,
I wonder why that would be.
let me tell you this. I heard this great new thing, and I love this. Now, can you help me just try to make sense of this for me, because I'm somewhat dumb, okay? So there are now two lists at the airport, right? There is the no-fly list, where obviously those people are going to just show up at the gate with their ID for the no-fly list and be told, sir, you cannot fly. Right. Okay, I get that list. Then there's the secondary list, where apparently you're allowed to fly as long as after the secondary screening, off in some private room, you don't have explosives strapped to you. Help me. I don't get this.
Well,
I mean,
it's the level of threat that you're considered, I guess.
how about this concept? If there's any level of threat, no get on airplane. I mean, what the hell? Wait a minute.
Apparently, Obama's going to announce some sort of consolidation of these lists.
That'll be a gem.
So you're going to get.
But here's my point.
That.
All right, so Ralph, the guy, shall we say, the bull bomber, right, from Christmas Day. Okay, he should have been on that secondary list, which meant that Ralph, had the screening process worked, which it seemingly never does, he would have been sequestered off to the side. He would have dropped his pants. They would have said, either you're very large down there or something is strapped down there. You cannot fly. Shame on you. Leave airport.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, look, and the whole thing is like, I look at the ACLU like PETA. There are probably things that they could do
Correct.
that would be great and very useful. A lot of the things they get their names involved in, to me, don't make any
all
sense.
grandstanding nonsense.
Now, that said, this whole thing about anybody from Nigeria gets additional screening. Well, you're talking about 150 million different
Right.
people.
Yeah.
And
Correct.
one guy. I mean, that is dangerously close to an isolationism that we don't want, because that is another one of those steps towards a very, very dangerous place.
But here's, I guess, what
I don't have a
understand.
problem profiling people who have that fit the profile. I mean, there are people whose jobs aren't called profilers for
Yeah.
a reason.
Sure.
And I'm sorry, Muslim community, but when everybody has this particular common denominator, it makes sense to look there first. Maybe not only, but at least first.
But
And until
again-
you fix this from the inside out, then it's going to keep happening to you.
But here's what I don't understand. What differentiates the you can never fly list to the we got to make sure you're not packing and you can fly list? See,
I don't have any
to me,
idea.
there ought to be one list. If you are considered that much of a potential threat, no fly.
Well, this guy shouldn't have been on the secondary list. He should have been on the primary list.
That's
at the
my
top.
point. There should be no. First of all, there shouldn't be if you are considered a threat, You're on the list. Can you imagine? You ever tried to see people work with lists? Trust me, I run events. Trying to get Fred the usher to figure out this list or that list. Give him one. Is your name on it? Yes, here it is. Go over there. Kabuli. Leave airport. My God. Let's complicate things a little more. Why not? Healthcare reform, now this. No wonder we can't execute anything.
I'm fairly certain this administration didn't invent the two-list system. I'm fairly certain they may have inherited the two-list system.
I'm fairly certain they can't fix it either.
Yeah. I know. I'm not confident government can fix anything.
Well, no, neither
no matter
am I.
who it is.
How about this, Ralph? More than a week after his highly publicized Christmas Day arrest, in connection with an alleged domestic dispute with his wife, actor Charlie Sheen was back on the set of the CBS comedy
Of course he was.
2.5 Men on Monday. My mom and dad will be happy with that. They love that show.
That's great.
Meanwhile, Sheen's
just like
wife,
you or I would have been.
Brooke Mueller, remains in Aspen, Colorado with their two children.
Here's what drives me crazy about two different lists. You got this one list of people whose lives have been a complete disaster, gotten it together, and seem to be on the right track, Robert Downey Jr. And then you got this guy whose life is a complete wreck, got it together, has the world by the nads, and then pisses it away like this. And here's the thing, he's going to get away with it. If he went after that girl with a knife, I'm sorry, it's not the first time he's attacked a girlfriend.
I'm with you.
He's got a kid with her. He should go to prison.
Yep.
Charlie Sheen, you can have 2.5 men every day in the shower. Yes, hello. He should be in prison. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I can't.
Because you and I would be.
Absolutely, we would be. I won't dispute that. Let me just read this as it's printed here. This is the little Cincinnati.
Hey, we're kind of like 2.5 Men.
That's true. That could be the name of this show.
I never thought about that.
If Sheen
You're
goes
right.
up the river, that name will be available.
Because no question, we're at least giving you 50% male.
Thanks.
Okay.
Just saying, if that name becomes available, we might want to snap
doesn't
it.
mean she's a hermaphrodite. It just means she's got the mindset of a half a man.
Yeah, let's make that very clear, shall we?
You can interpret that.
She doesn't have two lists.
However you please. Let me just read this as it's printed. I'll give you the headline, then I'll give you the story because I love this stuff. It says, cold keeps firm grip on region. Light snow and frigid temperatures are making commutes dangerous. Cars and trucks piled up on Interstate 275, 71, and 75 late last night. Boy, that must have been a hell of a pileup. Wonder what they did with them when they got them in a pile. Road crews were out in pre-dawn hours this morning trying to make roads safer for commuters. The chill with highs in the 20s and lows around minus 10 degrees is expected to continue all week, with snow entering the area as early as Wednesday night. What's in the area right now, you dumbasses?
You know what? I agree with emailer Sparkler Head.
What did Sparkler Head have to say?
Sparkler Head. You remember him from the other day?
Yes.
If Rico or Abatey start doing the weather in thongs or naked, I might start watching.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more.
Until
Sparkler,
then, I'll
man.
just stick with looking outside the window because that's what they all do. Thanks and happy sliding. Josh, a.k.a. Sparkler
Hey,
Head.
Sparkler Head, I got news for you. They don't even have windows.
It's true.
No, they don't. I mean, they're buried in. No, they just go. They look at their radar.
Well, what they do is they look on camera to the field reporter who's been sent outside with a measuring stick.
Oh, I
Who was
didn't
also
see
the
it.
guy
Wait a
who
minute,
gets
though.
who gets the egg on the really hot days to go out on the sidewalk.
I was disappointed today. I didn't normally there's that overpass right at the where Kyle's Lane is, right at the top of the cut in the hill.
It's budget cuts.
Fred, you're probably
budget cuts.
No. That's the way they operate, though. What they won't, they'll cut legitimate things, but you can't cut this. I love it. They're out on the streets live. There was a game here 20 hours ago, but I'm still here reporting live. Dumbass.
My favorite is so-and-so was apprehended for throwing beer cans at the Walmarts. He's inside the Justice Center behind me. As if I didn't believe you if you weren't standing in front of it.
Kind of cool if you turn around and went in to find him.
You know, or if while they're doing the report, somebody busts out and runs off.
That'd be kind of cool.
That would be fun to watch.
So I just thought I'd pass that along.
But the same thing I also bitch about live from the newsroom. Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Well,
all the way over there?
Well, Ralph,
you're in there in front of those monitors instead of in here in front of these?
As opposed to breaking news developing now. I was actually kind of hoping you'd give me last Friday's stuff.
No, that's what the newspaper's for.
Now, coming up after 7 o'clock, Rockheads, we go out to you live on the streets of Cincinnati and the tri-state for up-to-the-minute accounts so you can pass on to other Rockheads dangerous areas where they should avoid. But right now, because we got to get you where you're going very safely, it's our award-winning 96 Rock Traffic with half man, half woman.
Thank you,
Sally
Ralph.
John?
All right. Westbound 275, an accident just west of 75, still blocking the left lane. A disabled car northbound 75 in Kentucky, just north of Kyle's. It's on the right shoulder. Also northbound 75, a disabled car at Lockland. It's on the right shoulder as well. Westbound 275 at 747, around